Look, Seth, why don't you get back up to the game farm? Those chicks are at a very delicate stage.
I can't really, Mr. Turner, because I've got to make sure all them orders go off today, else I'd have no feed for fish. Wouldn't it be quicker to write them out by hand?
Oh, damn. Seth, what do you think you're doing?
I thought you wanted some help.
Well, I don't. And Jock's probably lolling about up there recovering from last night's hangover.
Beats me why you set him on it first place. He's idle.
Now, that was nothing to do with me, as you well know. Emmerdale Fish and Game Farm, good morning.
Hi, it's me.
What do you want?
Can I speak to Elsa, please?
No, you may not.
Come on, Alan, just put her on. It's important.
I don't care how important it is. She's not here. She phoned in sick this morning.
Did she? Oh, well, I've tried phoning her at home and there's no reply.
Well, if she's got any sense, she's still in bed. And it's damned inconvenient. And it's a Monday morning, I'm up to my eyes in it. If you do see her, you tell her I want her back at the office pronto.
I don't think that lass is sick at all. She's skiving off, if you ask me.
What?
She'll be visiting that brother of hers, him and Nick. Him who's been done for arson.
Oh, come on, Seth. He's only been arrested. He hasn't even come to trial yet. But I could do with some more tea.
That's as maybe, but police have found a glove at scene at crime, and it matches one of Michael's, and they're both soaked in petrol.
Really?
And there's no smoke without fire, is there, Mr. Turner?
What you need now is a good meal inside you.
Yeah, I do.
You just relax, love, and I'll make you some breakfast.
Thanks, Mum.
Blackthorn Farm? Hello, Nick. No, she'll be at work. Oh, she isn't. Perhaps she's out at the fish farm. Yes. Yes, I'll say you called. Strange.
Hi.
Elsa, what are you doing here?
I didn't feel very well this morning. Phoned in and told Turner.
Oh, but that was Nick Bates on the phone. I told him you were at work.
It doesn't matter.
Well, I ought to ring him and tell him that you're here.
Don't bother.
But why not?
I'll see him later. I can explain.
Well, we were ages waiting at the court.
Oh, yeah. How'd you get on?
Oh, like a house on fire.
Michael.
Well, she makes it sound like I've been for a job interview or something.
He's been given bail. That's the main thing.
Oh, well, it can't be all that serious if they've let you out.
Of course it's serious. They don't go around arresting people for fun, you know.
Oh, don't they?
Oh, give it a rest, love. The police questioned him for ages. He's hardly had any sleep. What you need now is some egg and bacon and a pot of tea, and we'll thrash it all through afterwards. Now then, Elsa, one egg or two?
Oh, no, thanks. I'll be sick.
You are off colour, aren't you?
Tea or coffee?
Oh, I love a coffee.
Hello, love. What are you doing here?
Oh, I couldn't face it this morning. I thought you were rounding up the sheep.
We are. We've got one lot down. Quick couple, then we're off again.
Do you want something, love?
No, thanks.
Did you know your Jack's a ground whistler?
Whistler? I've never heard you whistle.
No, to the dogs. Go on, show her, Jack.
Kathy.
Come on, show her.
Can you do it?
I'm not as good as Jack, but I get by.
Oh, it's very clever.
It's the dog that's clever, not the whistle.
Oh, and the shepherd.
I'm sure Jack could teach you.
It would be nice to have a skill of some kind.
Well, you're very clever at putting things in alphabetical order. Chatting nicely to old ladies, working out how much fine is due.
Exactly. 10 years in the library service and I'm fit for nothing else.
How long have you got to decide?
Oh, only a week now. They've offered me an alternative job in the housing department, pushing papers. It sounds so dreary.
Now, aren't all jobs dreary?
No. Some people are lucky enough to enjoy their job. Well, you do.
Oh, on a day like this, what do you say, Kath?
Could be worse.
Look, any time you want to know anything about farming, we'll teach you all we know.
I know. But that's not the point. There must be something I can do.
Well, if you want to be independent, go out and do something. Train as a driver for Frank Taterson. Join the Army, Navy, Air Force.
It's no good you laughing. I'm worried. Well, frightened, actually. I'm frightened of being unemployed.
Right, I'll see you then. Look forward to your proposal. Goodbye.
Cheers, Santa.
It seems he has an offer that I can't refuse.
Oh, what is it?
Just have to wait and see. Oh, no, I don't believe it.
What?
My fromage frais, they've gone again. Have you had them?
Of course not. I don't even like them. Nobody likes me except you.
Well, somebody does. Last night there were 2 of them in there, and now they've both gone.
You mean we have a thief in the house?
Looks like it. As well as an arsonist.
Well, you know who the arsonist is.
I'm surprised at Michael Feldman. I mean, disagreeing with your landlord's one thing, but setting fire to buildings is a bit over the top.
What do you get for arson? 5? 10 years?
Something hefty, I suppose.
Well, how will his family cope if he's in prison?
He should have thought about that first. Stupid. Stupid thing to do.
You're supposed to be in bed.
No, well, I couldn't sleep.
We ought to find a solicitor.
They offered me one off a list this morning, but I didn't see the point.
You can't face a trial without a solicitor, not for something you didn't do.
Well, if it can go this far, question charged magistrates, who's to say they won't convict me?
Don't be ridiculous. That doesn't happen.
Well, they've got all the evidence.
You've got to fight it, love, not give in to it.
Yeah, I know, Mum. And I will.
I reckon we can start the shearing after dinner. We're almost ready, aren't we?
If you're without me, then, I'm off to see Frank Tate.
Ah, this famous business completion, eh? You haven't told me about it. You haven't told Jack about it. Why are you being so mysterious?
Well, no point getting you lot involved till I know Tate's interested.
Well, it's pretty bad timing, isn't it?
Why?
What all the Michael Feldman trouble? I mean, he's bound to be upset, isn't he?
Rubbish.
Look, Michael Feldman is
Tate
his tenant.
isn't bothered who did it, as long as he gets his hands on the insurance claim.
Oh, you're so cynical, aren't you?
No, I just understand how Tate's mind works. We're both interested in the same thing, making money.
But you're surely not going to be asking him for money, are you?
From Tate? No, of course not. And don't look so worried. All I'm going to do this afternoon is make Tate an offer. And this evening, I can tell you how he couldn't refuse it.
Elsa, my dear. Oh, how nice to see you. Are you feeling better?
No, I feel okay at the moment.
Something you ate, was it?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, jolly good. Well, you know, I didn't want to catch one of those nasty little bugs. Look, I am running a long way behind time. I should have been up at the fish farm 1/4 hour ago to see how Jock and Seth are getting on.
Oh, you better get off then, Mr. Turner.
And, you know, if I find that Jock lolling about with his feet up, I'm going straight to Home Farm to complain. Look, just do what you can, but if you start feeling poorly, you can go home early.
Thank you, Mr. Turner.
Oh, look, just tell whoever it is that I've gone out and I might not be back for quite some time.
I don't believe it.
I just got the letter from the council.
Our library service being cut in half.
Yes, they're getting rid of one of the vans, so you'll only get the library once a month instead of once a fortnight.
Well, it's disgraceful.
And I'm being made redundant.
Oh, no. What'll you do?
Oh, live off Jack, I expect.
I've told her she won't get fat that way.
Suits me fine.
Joe, what's this Kate told me about? You're not being ready for shearing this afternoon. Haven't you cleaned the dip out yet?
Yeah, everything's done.
Was something wrong with the clippers?
No, everything's fine. The equipment is fine.
But?
But I've got an appointment.
Yeah?
Nothing important.
Oh, obviously. That's why you're not telling us anything about it.
Dead right. Sarah, I'm sorry to hear about your job.
It's not right. Something should be done. A protest.
Thank you, Amos.
A good book is the precious lifeblood of a master spirit.
Come on, Joe, don't change the subject. What are you plotting?
Nothing. Now, if you don't mind, I'll get a pint.
He's always got flaming secrets.
You're on the loser, Jack. He won't speak to you till he's ready.
What's up with you? Come on, son.
Elsa. She just won't talk to me.
Can't you take the hint? She wants to chuck you.
No, she's not like that.
She's like all women. Well, why I'm giving you advice, I don't know.
There you are, Donald.
You're right, Mr. Turner.
No, it most certainly is not. Goodness knows how long you've been in here. But unless you get back to the fish farm right away, I'm docking your wages for persistent unpunctuality.
You can't do that, Mr. Turner. Look, the workforce is entitled to its statutory breaks. This one's not finished yet.
Well, you'll be finished, MacDonald, unless you pull yourself together. You contributed absolutely nothing to this outfit since you joined it. And I warn you, I've had just about enough.
What are you going to do to me? Give me the sack.
I am going to see Frank Tate this afternoon.
You're just that is because young Elsa wasn't there to make your coffee this morning.
Well, she's there now, and she's working, which is more than can be said of some.
Is Elsa back at the office?
Yes. Yes, she didn't want any lunch.
She's got a nerve.
You what?
A Feldman girl. Showing her face around here, my brother's been done for arson.
That ain't been done yet, Jock. They haven't proved he did it.
Don't you believe it? Look, I'm no one to side with the police. If they've charged him, take my word for it, they've got evidence. Forensic evidence. Michael Feldman. He'll be inside come harvest time. I'll put money on it.
Look, come on, I know you're there. Elsa, speak to me. Look now, just open the door.
Mrs. Feldman.
Oh, hello, Nick.
I've just been meaning to ask you.
Yes.
Well, it's Elsa.
Elsa? Yes.
Well, you see, I'm just a bit worried. She won't speak to me.
Oh. Well, don't worry. She's probably just in a funny mood. You know what girls can be like.
Yeah, funny mood. Thanks a lot. I'll see you.
Elsa, it's me.
What are you doing here?
Making sure you're all right. Nick Bates seemed worried about you.
What's he said?
Why won't you speak to him?
It was just a joke.
A joke? Nick didn't think it was very funny.
You'll be all right.
He seemed upset. Have you had a row?
No.
Have you broken up with him? Is that the problem?
Look, you know I didn't feel very well this morning. I just wanted to be on my own.
Are you going to see him this evening? He seemed a very nice boy to me, but I suppose you know what you're doing. He's phoned the house twice already this morning. What shall I say if he phones again?
I don't know. Stop worrying about Nick so much, Mum.
But Elsa...
Stop asking me so many questions. Just leave me alone.
Hello, I've just come for... Oops, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right, Mr. Armstrong. I'm just leaving. I'll see you tonight, Elsa.
Yeah, right.
Goodbye.
Did you mean what you said in the woolpack?
When?
Oh, that line about living off me?
You didn't take that seriously, did you?
Well, not really, no, but I've thought about it since, and we haven't really talked about what you're going to do, have we?
I don't know what to talk about yet. I've no idea what I'm going to do.
Look, I hate to say it again, but...
I could help out on the farm. No, Jack. I've told you. I don't want to get involved. I made that clear at the start.
I know you did, but you had a good job then, one you enjoyed doing.
Well, nothing else has changed. I've just got to think of something else to do, that's all. I would like to talk to you about it, though. What do you really think? Leaving aside farming, that is.
Leaving aside farming? You've got me there, love.
you've already had a drink.
No, look what you've done.
Sorry.
Why don't you go and play outside? That's it, round there.
Do you want me to fetch Robert?
No, you're all right. I want to have a word with the playgroup leader. I think it closes in a couple of weeks for the summer holidays.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I want to find out whether they're doing anything else to fill in.
Be a bit of a problem, won't it? Who'll look after him when they do close down?
I don't know, really. I'll have to sort something out. Or I could always ask Ma, I suppose.
It's too much for her now. Look what happened when she was looking after Sam.
Yeah, I know, but she did have flu. And there's nobody else, is there?
I don't mind helping out, Jack.
Oh, no, love. I know you didn't want to take responsibility for looking after him. And I don't think it's fair to make you do something you don't want to do.
Jack, I know I found it a bit hard at first, but... Oh, he's a sweet kid. I don't mind helping out, honestly.
Well, if you could, be a load off my mind.
Oh, no problem. Looks like I'll have a lot of spare time soon anyway.
Thanks, love.
Not every day, mind. Got to have some time to look for another job.
Oh, hello, Sam. What are you doing?
I'm off to catch something.
Catch something? Well, careful of Mr. Tate's plants. Here he is now. Frank? Frank, I wonder if I might have a word, urgently.
You better be quick. Joe Sugden's due.
Really? What's he want?
What do you want?
Oh, well, I'm sure it's the wrong time, you know, what with this arson attack and everything, but do you think Michael Feldman actually did it? Well, I know the boy's a bit of a hothead, but fire-raising? And MacArthur seems quite convinced he did, but I'm not too sure myself.
Alan, what do you want?
Oh, Jock MacDonald. Well, no, I don't want him. I don't want him at all. I mean, the man's a liability. He never does any work, and what's more, he's damn rude.
Mummy, look at Tiger.
Not in here, lovey.
Look.
Oh, no, don't put it there. No! Get in. What's up?
No, look. I know.
Well, I even thought of installing a time clock, but the expense was hardly justified.
I take your point, Alan, thank you.
But I want to sack the man. I would like your backing on this.
Hi.
Where did you come from?
Oh, it's just on my way. Frank, you're expecting me, I believe.
Oh, everybody come in. It's an open house.
Canada?
Yes.
What's going on?
This your handiwork, Sam?
Yes, I'm afraid so. You are. Where did you get that from? I thought I'd be better off outside.
It's all right, no fuss. Sam will sort it all out. Alan, there's nothing I can do about your manpower problem at the moment. I suggest you just keep an eye on things. Mr. Sugden, I believe you have a proposition. Let's go through.
Leave you to it. Alan, you going back to the office?
Well, yes, of course. I live at my office.
All right, well, do you want to take those?
Oh, well, that's very kind of you, Nick. I'm sure they'll look very nice.
They're not for you, they're for Elsa. Will you give them to her?
Oh, I see. Yes, I'll do my best.
Great, thanks a lot.
No.
Bye-bye.
Come on. No, just get it.
There, now go and put it in the sink. Sam, come here. Where did you get this container from?
At the fridge.
Oh, but that's not our fridge. Ours is upstairs.
I'll destroy the evidence if he promises not to do it again.
Why can't I use that fridge?
Because this isn't our kitchen.
Well, we live here.
Yes, I know. It's very complicated.
Yes, Kim told me you had plans for my land. I was rather flattered by your interest. But I'm a businessman and you're a farmer. What could we possibly have in common?
Everything. Farming is business. Why else do you think we do it?
I thought farmers were romantics, scraping a living for the love of the soil.
No, that's my brother Jack's idea. I'm after profit, not penury.
You haven't made much profit up at Emmerdale recently.
How do you mean?
Didn't I hear something about steroids in your beef cattle? Very naughty.
That was some time ago.
Not very consumer-friendly, was it?
It was a mistake, OK? But now I build
now you're having to sell your cottage, Demdike, isn't it, to pay off your debts?
The cottage is on the market, yeah. I have no further use for it.
Lucky Kathy Merrick found a place under my roof, then.
Now, are you interested in hearing my proposals or not?
Of course. Just doing a bit of groundwork. Do you, by any chance, use lead-free petrol?
I thought you were a businessman.
Not just a businessman.
Hi, sir.
You're still here, love?
Yeah, I thought I'd better stay on a bit and make up for this morning.
You wear your son out doing that. I'm still a bit peaky.
Much better, thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Turner. I didn't know you cared.
Don't be an idiot, Seth. These are for Elsa.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Mr. Turner.
Oh, they're not from me. No, Nick asked me to give them to you. With his love. Good Lord.
So you want 75 acres of my set-aside land for beef grazing, and you promise no funny business with growth promoters?
Of course not.
What's in it for me?
Well, we pay your rent for the 75 acres, and you nominate another 75 acres for set-aside. That way you're getting a return on 150 acres with no extra outlay.
It can't be that easy.
Well, no, you might lose 20 quid a hectare in the first 75, but overall you stand to gain.
And because of this steroid business, you won't be able to sell those animals for a while.
Not for a year or two. But that's why I need more grazing, see? I want to build a herd up, not cut back.
What percentage am I on?
2.5?
Do me a favour.
Or 5?
10% of the gross, not just your profit.
Come on.
Well, you just have a little think about it and let me know. It's been interesting listening to you.
Well, I hope we can do a deal.
Well, who knows? In the meantime, perhaps I could encourage you to make your farm a little more environment-friendly.
Yeah, we'll see Jack about that. Nice to meet you.
Choosing redundancy at my age seems a bit reckless.
Think of it as early retirement.
The money they're offering won't last till I'm 40, never mind 60. I've never been out of work before. Maybe I should take that clerical job they're offering.
If you believe in yourself, you can do almost anything. Hello? Yes? Yes? Fine. I'll see you Tuesday then. Bye. Funny.
What's up?
That was Frank Tate. He wants to see me.